This is the new Jeep Cherokee. I've had it for about a month and I'm ready to send it back. So about a month ago, I made a video about my first impressions of the new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, how it had made its return and about its new hybrid powertrain and just my initial thoughts. Now that I've had it for a month, a lot of fatigue has settled in and I'm ready to get back to my Jeep Wagoneer S. This car was a loaner when my Jeep Wagoneer S was getting serviced for some things that I'll update everyone on in another video. Let's just say that thinking that this is going to end up in rental fleets and might just be good as a rental car is still very strong in my mind. One thing that has annoyed me the most is this powertrain. This 4-cylinder turbo hybrid powertrain has not been my favorite. And previously I had test driven a Mazda CX-50 hybrid, and I think I prefer that powertrain a lot better, even though this one has a little bit more oomph in it. This powertrain literally feels like you went to the hardware store and bought a generator, put it under the hood here just to keep the battery charged. It's jarring sometimes when it cuts on. It's loud, very loud. For your everyday consumer, I think it's fine. I just do not prefer it at all. At the end of my last video, I was a little unsure about gas mileage because this car had about 250 miles on it when I got it, and in the gauge cluster, my max range was looking at about 350, and on paper, this should get 500 miles of range on a tank of gas. Well, that has updated. I've driven this about 1,500 miles, and I'll show you kind of what the range is with the current tank of gas that I have going on and what my average gas mileage is. So my fuel economy, I've been getting about 36.3 miles per gallon. According to the window sticker here, the average combined should be about 37. So it's almost hitting that range to a T. I was very concerned, like I said in my last video, if it was going to make that, but the computers had to recalibrate. I have been seeing that when I did top off the gas tank, I'm almost at 480 miles. I do have a heavy foot, and this car isn't particularly quick. I know that has affected it some, but it's getting the gas mileage that you would expect from this generator battery hybrid engine. This engine sounds like a generator. But my overall verdict, if you like the way that these look, you really support the Jeep brand. This is an affordable option that's a step up from the Compass, and you need a fuel efficient car that is an SUV, and these are sold at a heavy discount. Sure, go ahead, but I wouldn't recommend it. There's so many other better options out there. That Mazda CX-50 I drove, to me, it's a more enjoyable vehicle than this. And with the powertrain that is shared with the Toyota RAV4, that actually might be your best option. I don't know, I've never ridden in one. But that powertrain, while it is less power than this one, it is more refined. It doesn't seem as jarring than this one in this Jeep Cherokee. If you truly want a Cherokee, you might want to step up to the upper trims. This is a Laredo, so this is about lower mid-level trim. I think they have a limited. Now Overland, I don't know in relation what those cost versus this one. According to this window sticker, this is a little over $40,000. It's crazy to think that this is what you get for $40,000 nowadays. Yeah, there are some options out there that are cheaper than this, but still, if this is close to your bare minimum and it's still 40 grand, it's a little ridiculous. But honestly, I'd wait for the Trailhawk version that's coming out of this. I hope they do something different with the powertrain, whether it's tuning it or offering something different, and also something with that transmission. There's no way that this powertrain and transmission combination makes sense in a Trailhawk. Maybe that's why it just hasn't came out yet. Hopefully they do chisel it up a little bit more and of course increase the approach and departure angles and the height. That might be a more suitable Cherokee, and it probably will be the favored one too, as long as they make the appropriate adjustments. So that's the 2026 Jeep Cherokee. It has returned. It's not good enough yet. I can't wait to see that Trailhawk trim. I don't want to seem like a super Jeep bro saying that. I mean, I have an electric Jeep, so, but still, like, I think that would do this more justice than current form it's in. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Be sure to check out my first impressions of this vehicle as well, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, doing a bunch of different little things. And until the next one, learn what you don't know.